All right. Pokemon tier list. We've been wanting to do this for a while, and we have opinions on the Pokemon games. Some
good opinions.
I think good opinions.
Good opinions.
If you disagree, you're probably wrong. I'm joking. It's all subjective, but we can all agree that there is some that are very obviously more shitty than others.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in like the newer Pokemon games. They've gotten a little fucking lazy, in my opinion.
I feel like a lot will agree.
I think me and you are gonna have the same opinion on a lot of things, and like I'd say like we can, if we like disagree, we'll meet in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll find like a balance.
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting off with Red and Blue. This isn't the remakes that.
These are like the originals.
These are the originals, and I've only played them actually a bit.
On like Game Boy Color?
They came out on Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Can you keep it down?
I think that's the cat.
Oh. Okay. That's awesome. Okay.
I give it
so
A.
Funny. I would give it A, and I haven't even played it. I'm gonna give it A because it's not like mechanically the best thing,
no,
but it's the first.
staple.
It's the first fucking Pokemon game,
yeah.
And I am gonna do the same thing for Yellow,
yeah,
because, I mean, it's just basically the same thing. Just kind of got that.
They're classics.
Yeah, it's the classics, and that one did things a little differently too. Because you have to have Pikachu. We played Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, which is just a remake essentially. Yeah. I'm gonna let the cat out. Okay.
All right. Silver gold.
I had gold.
I think I had silver.
Yeah.
This is when I first tried Pokemon ever. I wasn't red, blue, yellow.
Yeah, I didn't play those. I got into Pokemon in Gen 3, which is going to be a big topic for me and you. Cause Gen 3. Yeah. But I'm
comfortable with A again.
Yeah.
But it could also be biased because of later games.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I think mechanically, when it came to types and stuff, they introduced a lot of new types.
Yeah. Lugia and Ho are some of the greatest legendaries ever introduced.
Lugia, is my favorite legendary. Is yours too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm gonna give that A again.
Now, would you put it above?
Actually,
red, blue, and yellow, or would you put it?
No. I probably wouldn't.
I agree. Yeah.
My favorite Pokemon comes from.
Yeah.
That I got.
Well, my biggest thing for red, blue, and yellow is that they are the first Pokemon games, so that gives them an edge over silver and gold.
And it changed, just games as a whole, JRPGs too, But now I'm thinking I haven't played Crystal.
I haven't either.
But I heard it's better than this. So
I can't give a good ranking. I don't know much about it.
I don't know much about it.
It's kind of sad, actually.
I want to play it, but I'm gonna be nice and just from what I've heard.
We'll go,
But I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one because I know. Actually, no. Well, this generation, I love this generation, but my favorite part of this generation comes later. But I know you really like the game that's coming after this.
Yeah.
This one, same generation.
Yeah.
So.
Honestly, so here's what I would place it at.
Okay.
So I would give Ruby and Sapphire high A. I would put it at the highest A, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because I love the storyline. I love the gen. Groudon and Kyogre are excellent. I mean, classic Pokemon games, they don't miss.
Motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
They did not miss.
Miss.
This generation to me, they fucking slapped.
Yeah.
Every single one was the most delicious shit ever.
Yeah.
And one of them is how I got into Pokemon, and it's also kind of how I became friends with you, which is funny because I'll talk about that once we get to those games. But it's I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna shove you right there.
Yeah.
And you're S tier.
Emerald's
I knew that's where you were going.
Yeah.
Emerald is
Emerald's my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I played it the most. I remember playing it on my Game Boy Advance. Like, I remember walking up and meeting Rayquaza at the top of the tower. I remember, like, looking for Kecleon in the forest city.
I forget what the city was called.
Dude,
but
like, team, what's it called? Magma.
And Aqua. And they're, they're both in that game,
Their
too.
bases are spectacular, like, in the volcano, under the water. It's just... I think Team Aqua and Magma are the greatest...
That's your favorite Pokemon team.
They're my favorite Pokemon
team.
bad
guy team. That's crazy.
They're cool.
It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad take. I do find it interesting.
It's probably also biased because that's when I heavily got into Pokemon.
And that's the thing. And that's what drives us to the next one. I'm a Team Rocket guy, but there's another game. That got a fucking great story. The best Pokemon story. But
I would put that S.
Oh my god, this game, it improves on everything that Red and Blue did. Now, do we need 800 different remakes of Kanto, whatever, however you want to say it? Probably not. But this game is the first Pokemon game I ever played. Shout out to an old friend, Ryan. I kind of scammed him. I traded him this shitty Game Boy Power Rangers game, and he gave me Fire Red. And it was like the best moment of my life.
Didn't we?
I traded for your Leaf Green. So I had Leaf Green for a while.
I still have the Fire Red, and I still have Emerald. I still got both of them in little cartridges, like protector cases.
And I've kept that. Kept that Leaf Green. And then recently, a few years ago, it was just after I had gotten like one of my first acting roles, and then I used a bunch of that money to fucking hunt. I remember I sent you money when I was working, so you could go and pick up. And it was Emerald. It was Emerald. Which is like proudest collection I have is all the Game Boy Advance games.
Now, reality can be whatever I want.
Fucking. The fact that they colored their cartridges, they gotta do that again.
They look so
it's
good
too boring with the Switch. Way too boring.
Emerald, the red fire.
If you're gonna do these two different games, that's kind of a thing that Pokemon does. It's how they. The reason why they started it was because of trading and stuff. But if you're gonna do two different releases at the same time, which are relatively the same game, add a little twist and have the fucking cartridge be different colors.
I know that they probably didn't think about it at the time. But for old school game collectors now, it's visually and aesthetically pleasing.
It's so
looking at the Sapphire Blue, the Ruby Red, the Emerald Green, the Fire Red, the Leaf Green. Like if you stack those up nicely, it just looks cool.
I love it. It's like,
I mean?
like the Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire in particular. Those cartridges are delicious, man. Yeah. Diamond and Pearl. That's look. I know you really like that.
I'm biased towards them as well, dude.
Yeah, so you played Pearl. I played Diamond.
Yeah.
But then I came back to Platinum.
Yeah. I Platinum as well.
Platinum
I just lost it.
Takes Diamond and Pearl and fucks it in the bum. Man. Dude. Platinum. S.
I think it's S.
But Diamond and Pearl, dude. B. Now let me elaborate. Diamond and Pearl. Holy shit. There were no fire types. If you did not choose Chimchar, you were fucked. If even the water types, I don't think there were a lot of good water types. And I don't like Floatzel. I do not like that Pokemon. I fucking hate Floatzel.
No.
I like the Gen, but
well, my favorite Pokemon of all time is out of this Gen. Luxray.
That's true. I mean, Luxray is...
He's the hardest fucking...
Dude, he's so cool.
Because when it's just... It's just a better version of it.
I'm going to get a video up to show you why that game is so slow it deserves to be in B. Look at this.
Level 99.
Dude.
It is slow.
No. This is fucked. It took them that long to get in battle, but look. This is insane. This is enough to make me not want to play a game.
Yeah, watching the health drop, I remember that, dude, because this wasn't when, when was it when they introduced, you kill something and the health shoots, right?
That was, I think Gen 5 was really fast, but it was way faster
than painfully watch the health.
Dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That alone to me.
Yeah. But also, yeah. I also have some bias. Same thing as Emerald. Like, that's when I was getting into Pokemon.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
That was the, like, big Pokemon.
Now, these next games, I'm going to have high praise for, too. Because this is the first Pokemon game I waited on release day.
Yeah.
It was outside. Dude, I fucking remember it so much, dude. It was a golden hour. It was the most, like, nice day ever. I don't know what time of year it dropped. Early in the school year.
Yeah, I think so.
And just fucking waiting for my mom to come back out with that goddamn big box with that stupid little Pokewalker that's worth like a ton of money.
Don't even get me started on that, man. It's worth like $400 now. It's sealed, like $400 or $500. Like,
imagine if we do.
I used to have it. I lost that game completely.
This game just slapped.
It was excellent.
It's the best
16
remake.
16 gyms.
16 gyms, dude. That's crazy.
First
and they were
time,
hard.
2 different regions. Like,
and you fight Red, the greatest Pokemon protagonist of all time. You get to fight.
Yeah. I know.
That's so cool.
Cool.
I mean, you could do that. I'm sorry. You could do that in regular gold and silver, but
like we said, we never
Heart
really
Gold,
played
Soul
those,
Silver is just so much fucking better.
Yeah.
Loved that game.
It's excellent.
Yeah, S tier.
And like we said before, with original Silver and Gold, Ho-Oh and Lugia are like
Also,
top tier.
oh yeah,
legendary
Lugia is
duo.
my favorite shiny Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
And it's my favorite legendary Pokemon. Josh was there the day I. It took me 8 months of shiny hunting for shiny Lugia. I sought reset it for 8 months, and when I got it, that was the fucking best moment of my life.
Yeah.
I want to know your opinion on this one because I really, really, really love these games, and they're not for everyone.
This one coming up.
This one right here.
Yeah. So, for me, Black and White, like you said, that Soul Silver and Heart Gold were ones that you waited for. That was the game that I waited for. Like I remember, like first coming home with that game with my parents, like. I would sit down, like I remember catching like Munna and getting what's it called, Simisear or like that. Like I specifically remember that happening.
Pan-Poor-Seer, right?
Yeah, I remember this. Like this game was, I loved it. Like I played it all the time after school. Like this was like heavy. I like this game a lot. I don't know if I can put it S tier. I agree that the story is excellent. Like you probably put it S tier.
I fucking love this game.
I can agree with an S tier. Now, I wouldn't put it above Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Emerald. I wouldn't put it above any of the S that are there. Mm-hmm. But I would put it above the things in A tier. You know what I mean?
So yeah, for me, Black and White was the first Pokemon story. I mean, obviously it isn't like the craziest mind-blowing thing ever. And it was the first Pokemon story where I was just like, yeah, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is really neat.
Yeah.
And
that's the first time they started introducing more, like, 3D looks to things.
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna say it right now. This Pokemon was the best style. You had the moving sprites before, like, you know, the year after they'd go to the shitty fucking like grayed out. Like I like 3D Pokemon to a degree, but the models look like fucking dog ass.
Remember walking across that bridge? What was the city called? That giant like city.
Oh, it's New York City. It's what it's based off of. Ah, dude, I was playing Black 2 the other day.
Like the arc, like make your way.
So
in,
good.
Like, it's
yeah.
And like I said, I would definitely put Black and White above those older games in A. I wouldn't put it above the rest of the things in S. Like I would be, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like those 4 in front of it, those are more solid in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, I might put it over Platinum. I'm fucking huge.
That was the one
most
thing
stinky
that's
take.
the one thing I debated is like not a chance it goes over Soul Silver.
Not a chance. Yeah. But this maybe. And I know there's a lot of people that love Gen 4, and I do like Gen 4.
Gen 4.
But I don't know. Now, Black and White 2. Did you finish it? I never.
No, not really.
I didn't play it. I didn't get it either. But I'm playing through it now. It's fucking dope.
Good.
It's dope. Now,
would you put it above anything that's on the list?
Right now, I can't. That's the problem. I can't say it's better. Now, every person I've heard has said I've heard that it's better than Black and White.
Really? Yeah. I've heard good things about it, but like
But right now, to be fair, I'm not gonna rank it because I don't want to do that because I'm playing through it and I'm enjoying it, but I can't say I like it better than anything else if I haven't finished it. X and Y.
I would put it middle of the line.
I'm putting it B
What I
tier.
was
It's
just
what
about
I
to
thought it
say
was
is
gonna be.
everything that's coming up next is not going to be above anything that's currently on the tier list. It was also
Mega Evolution.
the first one on the 3DS.
Mega Evolution was great.
Yeah.
I think that they fucking dropped the ball getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I think that Dynamax, what's the new one they're doing? The hat shit?
Oh, Terrestrialized.
Terrestrialized, or whatever that is. It's not that cool. It's a hat.
No.
Um,
I'm fine with B. There's nothing.
I'm just gonna put it in B.
There's nothing that stands out to me that much other than the fact that it is the first 3D Pokemon game. It like on the 3DS. Like more like not like a, not platform, but like a 2D kind of,
Yeah, it was.
The legendaries are cool. I think Xerneas and Yveltal are dope.
Yeah, I like Yveltal way more.
Oh yes.
Or Yvetal, whatever people call him. That's like Rayquaza or Rayquaza. Nobody knew back in the day. Pretty sure it's Rayquaza.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you B.
Yeah.
I like the game. Don't get me wrong. A lot of these Pokemon games I still like, but they're definitely gone downhill.
Yeah.
Now there is one.
Now these
that I fucking,
these
there's 2 I hate.
These 3.
I like every single one of these. Actually, you know what? We didn't play this. I know you never played Ultra Sun.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? No.
Yeah, I never played it, so I'm not gonna rate it.
I hate Ultra Beast.
Okay.
If I gotta keep it.
Yeah, but we're gonna get to that.
Absolute buck.
I don't like them either. This game. What do you think about this one? Because I like it.
I think it's mid, like mid tier. I mean, like I put it above X and Y. I wouldn't put it above Diamond and Pearl. Like, no, I would not do that at all.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if we're basing it off of Diamond and Pearl, I'm taking.
You know what? You know what? When you say that too, I wouldn't put it over Diamond and Pearl either. It's kind of making me sad. It's sad to see that Pokemon kind of like got, and maybe we're just being old heads.
No,
but like, I really, the quality has gone
I don't
down.
think so. Like I can't put like.
Say a big problem I have with these Pokemon games is when they went to 3D, every Pokemon looks like the same in every game and unhappy.
They washed them out too. Like the colors don't look as
God, it's
like,
terrible.
The sprites in the older games look awesome.
Like Blastoise was blue. That's why his name was the name of the game was Pokemon Blue.
Yeah.
But he's fucking this like gross,
like pale
grayish blue. It's disgusting.
And also,
it's such a nitpicky thing.
We're huge on shinies too. So if a game butchers shinies and colors, like
yeah, exactly. Like and there are games in the older gens where they had the same shiny color, but they looked fucking great in the other one, but hideous in the new one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also, it was cool at the time, the 3D look, but now looking back at these games, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? I would rather 2D. It's more aesthetically pleasing looking at the 2D games than it is looking at these 3D
100%.
ones, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
Yeah, it's tough.
Sun and Moon, I'm putting that in fucking C.
Yeah.
I
put C.
I almost put it in D, but there are
games.
new games that came out that are so bummed to me that I just don't like it. Not really much to talk about with Sun and Moon for me because it's literally the most forgettable one.
Of it. Yeah,
it's the most forgettable one. I did not give a fuck about the Ultra Beasts. They're disgusting and ugly.
Ultra Beasts are awful, man.
I don't like them. And if you like Ultra Beasts and you're watching this, awesome.
You're crazy.
Don't listen to him. That's cool if you like it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but we here at Lonely Spider think it's dog shit.
They just don't feel like Pokemon.
I don't know. And they're not supposed to be, but
like.
I don't really care for that.
Buzzswole makes me uncomfortable.
The only ones I like are Necrozma, and I like the Crabominable is not.
No, yeah.
He's a big garbage guy. I don't fucking know their names. Guzzlord. I like Guzzlord.
What's the one that looks like a tree?
He's like a clown?
No, he's like a long tree-looking dude.
Electric.
He's
got like spiky
looks
shit.
Stupid too.
Oh yeah, and there's a clown. It's like a disco ball.
Yeah.
That's fucking
See,
stupid.
like this is like
that's
the more
garbage.
I talk about it, the more
I don't
infuriated
like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's go Eevee Pikachu. A lot of people don't like it. We had fun with the shiny hunter.
Here's one thing. So earlier in when we were in this tier list, you said how many remakes of the original do we need, right? Because we had Red and Blue, and then we had Leaf Green and Fire Red. Now the thing about those is that they're so close together.
And we had Kanto again.
Yeah, but the biggest thing with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is that it's so many years later that like, the younger generations now, they never played.
Well, you said your girlfriend. Games. That was the first game. Your girlfriend played.
It could have. I think it could have gotten a lot of people into it, and like we appreciate the original 151 so much.
Yeah.
That I think that this was a good opportunity to get kids into. Like it's like Star Wars. They're still releasing new stuff because like kids don't want to watch some stuff from way back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
And I feel like this was a good way to introduce younger generation
while I don't
to
think it's
the
like
original 151. It's not a great game.
Yeah.
The shiny hunting was really good in my opinion.
I thought it was pretty fun.
I liked it.
But I did try and go back to it, and it is a little tedious.
Yeah.
But it was fun. And like you said with Star Wars, there are some Star Wars movies out of the new trilogy that I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
But for kids growing up with it.
Well,
I grew up with I grew up with the prequels. Man, the prequels were fucking hated on. I love them movies.
Think of all the kids that dress up now as Rey and Kylo Ren.
That's
what
awesome.
I mean? Like
yeah.
exactly.
I mean, Kylo Ren's
it's
dope.
getting people into the older it's
yeah.
not it's
and
just
that'll entice them to watch the older stuff and
Yeah.
playing Let's Go Eevee. Be like, okay, well, I want to play. Oh, what's this? Emerald, and then they fucking lose their shit. Yeah. But I'm gonna give this. I'm still gonna put it in B.
Yeah, I'm thinking B. Like it was. I'm thinking about it now.
But like a high B over these two under Diamond Pearl.
Yeah.
Now, this game here. We can act like we hated it, but we did play it a lot.
I know, man.
We had a lot of hours on that game.
You see, like, at the time, we saw that game and we're like, God, the graphics of this game is awful. But now, after more recent games, I go back to Sword and Shield. I'm like,
that. Wow, this game is fucking gorgeous.
It's really not that bad.
Oh my god, this game is so pretty. How'd you do this?
Because at the time, I specifically remember us being like, God, this game, like, what the hell are these graphics? Especially after Breath of the Wild. We're like, what is this game? But now, after seeing later games, Sword and Shield, you kind of appreciate the graphics a bit more.
I do, and I appreciate the UI and everything.
It's sad.
It's sad to look back at a game that you know is ugly and appreciate it for being
less ugly.
Pretty, and less ugly than.
Maybe honestly, put Sun and Moon down to D, and I would put Sword and Shield into C.
Yeah, you know what? That's valid. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
Because it's in the middle.
Yeah, I agree. I like the game. Shiny hunting was fun, even though it turns out we were doing it wrong forever.
My roly-coly shiny hatch was one of the most hype moments I ever had, dude. That almost like broke your ribs. Like...
Yeah, he fucking squeezed me so hard, and I loved it. I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, my bad. And yeah, like. That was the first game where like we started really shiny hunting, because Let's Go Eevee was like kind of more gimmicky.
Yeah, but some of my greatest shiny moments were in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Like I got shiny Wild Charizard and shiny
no
Wild
other
Dragonite.
game has really had that feeling.
Seeing like shiny Charizard flying in the sky had me losing my mind.
Yeah, also this game did take a slight step backwards with not having overworld shinies.
Yeah.
But yeah, next game I'm gonna talk about.
Oh Lord,
it's a fucking fat D.
Yeah.
Fuck this game. Why the fuck was this game made?
It's so bad.
That game pisses me off so much.
We were hyped for it. Too.
Why would you make a remake and not base it off of Platinum?
Yeah.
Or not at least have the same core mechanics of Platinum. And it's just so fucking.
It looks awful too.
Looks like shit. Some of the environments look alright.
The fact that they made the characters like stubby.
Ghibli, or I don't know what the name is.
They look like Mighty
and some
Beans.
people really like. They do look like Mighty Beans, and some people really like that. Not me.
Who, bro?
Not me.
I don't know.
And if you like these games, good for you. That's awesome.
You're nuts.
Don't listen to him.
It's like disrespectful to me that they made. We appreciate Gen 4 so much, as you could tell from our tier list. And then they came out with this. We were so excited on the Switch, and then it's just like I don't even think I beat it.
I never beat it. I'm still outside of.
I'm outside of Palkia's castle.
Of Dialga.
Yeah.
And I think that they screwed the pooch. I think this is just a clear example of not giving your developers enough time to make a game.
Yeah.
And you're crammed with everything. I think they sent this out to another back end studio that hasn't really done anything like this before.
Yeah.
And it just
it was just bad.
When you've done really well with all your remakes so far, to see this, hurts the soul.
It's bad. Yeah.
You know, like
yeah, because they had so many better like Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
Soul
like,
Silver, Let's
remake.
Go being a remake of Yellow,
Yeah.
Leaf Green,
Yeah.
and
Omega,
Fire Red.
what's it called?
Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah. Like they're not better than the original games, but
No.
they're not god awful.
No, I will Soul Silver.
Yeah, that's the one.
Better.
Yeah.
And
Fire Red, Leaf Green. Yeah.
Those are better.
Yeah.
But
that was just a shame. And they didn't even do a platinum version. I'm kind of glad they didn't because that just would have been more
just stay the fuck away from it now. Just get over it.
Yeah.
Let's just not talk about that game. It looked ugly. I hated it.
Yeah.
What did you think about Legends Arceus? Because we shiny hunted a lot in that.
We shiny hunted a lot. There's cool mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they introduced the idea of Pokemon kicking the shit out of you, walking up the friggin' like trying to catch an Electabuzz in the wild. Was awful because he just bodied you, threw you around like you were a little rag doll, and then.
What did you think about that? What did you think about
cried.
the Dark Souls Elden Ring?
I don't know because it wasn't great, like because there were so many times that even if you were really good at dodging, like in games like Dark Souls from Soft Games, you dodge, you punish them. In this, you dodge, you throw a Pokeball, it smacks off their head, it doesn't catch them. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, like. I don't know. There was some cool aspects. Shinies being in the overworld was
the sound
nice.
Was delicious.
The sound was nice.
When they shine. The music was pretty good.
And this also brings me back to Sword and Shield. We at the time thought that Pokemon Legends Arceus looked bad, but then after other games coming out afterwards, you look back at it, it's like, oh, it's not the worst compared to, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I would put it C.
For me.
I wouldn't put it D.
I wouldn't put it D. The thing is, this game, it's such a step in the right direction for Pokemon.
It was.
Like, I think that Pokemon should use this, just polish it up.
But now, how did you feel about like not fully like open world in a sense that you had to like go to the gate and travel to every single area? You know, like I might.
Yeah, Oh yeah, the open world wasn't an open world. It was levels that were big.
Yeah.
Which is an excuse for
the
games.
professor was horrifying in that game.
I forget what he looked like.
Just look at a picture. We got to look at this guy.
What are you talking about, bro? He's sexy as fuck.
Look at his toque. Quest. I liked how there was quests and stuff.
Oh yeah, right. There was. Yeah. That she was. Yeah.
I liked how there was quests and stuff in the game. That was also a step in the right direction. You know.
Yeah, it felt nice.
Gave it more of like a new RPG feel.
Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it in C.
Yeah,
was
it better than Sword and Shield?
Yes.
I would say yes.
Yes,
I agree.
I would say it is better than Sword and Shield.
I agree. Okay, Scarlet and Violet. I personally.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you vent.
I think it's a disgrace
I'm gonna let you
of a Pokemon game. So just to put into context, I've beaten and enjoyed almost
mostly every single
I've
one.
beaten every single Pokemon
like
game.
these previous games. I mean, Diamond and Pearl, maybe not so much. We still like them.
Yeah,
we still enjoy them.
At the time, I went out, I bought it on release or close to release, and I played it. I beat it. I caught my Pokemon. I did my thing. Scarlet and Violet, and this is dating back to Fire Red and Leaf Green, except for Black and White too. But Scarlet and Violet. I beat the first gym, and that was it. I think that like the way that I look at it is like in 2023, what is it? The most valuable gaming company in the world produces one of the ugliest games I've ever seen in my life. Like with the budget that they should have dedicated towards a new Pokemon game, and they produce like the ugliest thing ever. I understand that the Switch can't produce high quality,
but then you look at Breath
games,
of the Wild,
but then you look at Breath of the Wild,
and then they find a way.
Exactly.
Right?
I don't know, man. I think the legendaries look stupid. You ride them off the bat. That defeats the whole purpose of a legendary is that it's like this ominous figure that you're waiting to see and challenge at the end of the game. You're riding him around like he's a motorcycle. I found that like I got bored playing this game. I found that a lot of the Pokemon were so tiny and stuff, and with the graphics being so bad and like the FPS, looking at the windmills skip in the man. Like,
yeah, this game is yes, and this game is fucking dog shit. Sorry if you like it. Cool. Josh is probably gonna say fucking
you're crazy.
You should be frowned upon.
It's awful, man. Like, and we're the problem. I still paid $90 for this game.
Oh yeah, I bought this motherfucker the
mean?
day it
That's
came
the
out.
problem,
I heard it was shit. I was like, I don't give a fuck, Pokemon.
That's the
I
problem.
wanna play
is that
it.
we keep coming back and buying it, even though they're garbage, because they don't like the company doesn't really care as long as it sells.
And that's the problem with games now as a whole. You know, like I find a lot of it's just kind of like, especially like games releasing and it's like, it's a broken game. Sorry, we'll patch it later.
Yeah, no, I remember there was rumors of this getting patched, but did it happen?
Bro, this game still runs like fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Shiny hunting was okay.
Yeah.
You never got a chance to get there because it was just hell.
There are some interesting mechanics in the game that I do wish that they include.
The open world.
The auto battle where you could just throw your Pokemon out to farm Pokemon is sick.
That's awesome.
I think that's awesome. I think it's messed up that you collect their remains. Like Mareep fur and shit like that. That's kind of weird.
I wish there was like teeth and shit.
Yeah,
too.
that's kind of weird. But like that is one of the coolest features. Team Star I think is stupid.
Yeah,
Team Star sucks.
Too big on Team Star.
Team Star is awful. I hate the idea of like going to their camps, like and you fight the truck Pokemon or what? Like what is that? Like
yeah,
a
the
lawnmower
Vivavoom,
car
the
hybrid.
Vivavoom.
Like it's
yeah. So I found with this gen 2, it had a lot of missed Pokemon, but also a lot of cool ones. I don't know, like
Nimble.
What are like the
that guy? Oh
like,
yeah,
like the
he's
terrible
sick.
shiny. You know what the shiny is?
What?
He stays the same fucking color. His eyes just
changed. Oh right,
just the eyes. It was terrible.
He's dope though. Like look at that. Look.
Yeah, he's dope. Good Pokemon.
Yeah, and that one that was like, that's another thing about the legendaries. You ride them like motorcycles, but there's literally a Pokemon in the early game that you could catch that rides around like a motorcycle. You don't ride him. But he's the same thing.
When you play the game, you learn that these guys are past and future versions of that guy. That's why.
Really?
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Wow.
Man, imagine if we got this.
I don't know about that chicken on the
I
left.
don't know about the chicken either, but I kind of fuck with the dope.
That guy with the plane is sick.
And this guy's dope.
Oh yeah, dude.
I get it though. It's a flamenco dancer.
We
already have a flamenco dancer.
We'll have to do more tier lists in the future, looking at like
actual
rating
Pokemon.
starters.
Yeah.
Rating professors, all this kind of stuff.
Professors.
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know.
But some of them were shit. But yeah, I'm putting that in fucking poop ass tier.
Yeah.
Like the shiny hunting.
If there's
cool
a lower
ideas.
tier available, I would put it down there.
Yeah, and if you'd like Sword and Shield less than this, you're fucking lying to yourself.
You're crazy. Yeah.
Like this game just didn't fucking work. It didn't work, and it's just that to me is just like Sword and Shield might have looked like shit, but this didn't work. It was just so glitchy and laggy to the point where I didn't want to play it, and that's rarely ever happened to me.
Weren't people giving it like an 8 out of 10 rating and all this kind of stuff? Like,
yeah.
Like I heard that it's really good for battling, like the battle mechanics for like the people who do like the actual competitive Pokemon battling. I think that's really cool. But like, there's also the simulator, the things online on PC that you could do now. For, like,
I forget what it's called.
But like, it's huge. A lot of people do it. Like,
I have a lot of friends who play it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. Like, if the only thing you have going for you is like the battle mechanics and that's it on an entirely new generation open world game, like, come on. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's bottom tier.
So yeah, that's our tier list. We got the yummy boys on top. We got the dirty boys on bottom.
You can tell when we grew up. Based on
I guess so. Like,
well, we can also appreciate greatness as well.
And it makes me wonder, is there going to be a time where, kids that grew up with these, the 3D ones, are they gonna talk about those the same way that we talk about what we got going on?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't have a good Pokemon experience.
I don't know though. Like X, Y, Omega, and Sword and Shield, I don't think they're terrible games.
No.
And neither do I think that Let's Go.
And I do think that Arceus and I do think that Scarlet and Violet have potential with like the new ideas with the open world. It's just that if they come out with a game that's properly done, graphics look nice, open world, the good mechanics from both added in, we're going to have an excellent game.
Yeah.
And that was another question is, do you think that we're going to end up having a Pokemon game that, like, in the future that we would put up S tier? Because if you look at the trends, the older games are top. It's only gotten worse. As we,
and
like,
I don't think we're really blinded by nostalgia. I think the thing is we've gotten older and we know what makes a game more fun.
Yeah.
For us, at least. I don't know. I think the most important thing for Game Freak and Nintendo and the Pokemon Company when making the next game, you know what they fucking need? Time. Holy Christ.
Well, they pumped out, what was it? They pumped out Diamond and Pearl, or Brilliant Diamond,
Sword and
Pearl.
Shield came out in 2019.
Yeah.
So we've had all this shit.
Yeah.
Legends
Arceus, Shining Pearl, and Brilliant Diamond, they came out, like...
And yeah, that was the different company.
In the same year. But, like, it still ran through, like, you know, like...
Yeah.
We're not itching for a game that bad. I would wait 2 years if the game is twice as good as the crap that
Dude, I'd wait 5 years just to get a good Pokemon game again.
You know
I would wait a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, Jedi Survivor, that got delayed.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved that game.
Ragnarok got delayed.
Ragnarok. And that's all stuff that we'll talk about in a later video.
Yeah.
I got shit planned. I'm cooking up in the
There's
stew.
so much to talk about.
But yeah, I hope you guys thought our tier list was interesting, and we got more stuff on the way. I realized I just did the whole fucking video without introducing him. This is Josh. He's gonna be like, you know, a part of this channel a lot, because with the Lonely Spider like gaming thing, I want to like really bring in all types of people that haven't been seen in the previous videos. So yeah, that's Josh. CEO of just having the most fucking rank armpits and not washing. So that's all you need to know about him. Put your arms down, I can smell it.
Only the best opinions over here.
Yeah. Alright guys. Later on. Should I be like moist critical? I don't know how to do outros. Should be like, that's it. See ya.